Hello everybody, how are you? Hello everybody, how are you? It is time to start our day. It is time to work and play. Hello everybody, how are you? Hi guys, welcome back. Can you guess what we might be talking about today? Do you think we're talking about summertime and going to the beach and going outside and playing in the sun and shorts and in a bathing suit maybe? No, probably not. Do you think we're talking about fall and going apple picking? Maybe. Sometimes you dress warmly for the fall. Do you think we're talking about spring, going outside and planting flowers? No. We're talking about the new season that has just started, and that is the season of winter. In the wintertime, it is cold, and we bundle up. Well, we're going to start by learning a little bit about winter with a book called What Makes the Seasons. Winter is one of the 4 seasons that we have every year. Let's find out what the others are and why we have them, what makes them. The day began with sprinkling rain, tapping at the window pane. Rain has turned the sky to gray, our snowman friend has gone away. Spring's mild weather wakes the seeds, bringing showers each seed needs. Spring is another season, the one we'll get to after wintertime. Spring was here but couldn't stay. Spring left on a summer day. Plants that once were hardly there now have flowers everywhere. Each tree and weed and lima bean shows its favorite shade of green. Why is this a growing season? Plants grow tall, but what's the reason? Plants grow best in summer light, when days are long and warm and bright. But when the summer days are done, the autumn days have just begun. Autumn is another word for fall. The sun grows dim, the wind blows cold, green leaves turn to red and gold. The colored leaves dance all around, but why do leaves fall to the ground? In all the leaves on all the trees are tiny tree food factories. Cool. Leaves use sun to make the food. When there's less sun, leaves come unglued. The weather brought a change last night. Winter turned the world to white. Puffy flakes swirled high and low. Snow makes flurries, but what makes snow? In chilly clouds, the raindrops freeze. It's one of winter's recipes. Winter is a time for sleep. Trees are resting, seeds will keep. Many creatures sleep and wait. Winter's time to hibernate. But what controls the seasons change and what makes weather rearrange? Why does this happen? Why do we have 4 different seasons? Ooh, look. Earth's yearly trip around the sun affects the seasons one by one. Did you know that the planet we live on, the planet Earth, takes, as I said, a yearly trip around the sun? In our minds, we think that the sun goes up in the morning and goes down at night, but that's not really what's happening. The Earth is the one that's moving. In summer, when the days are long, the sun shines down, both hot and strong. While winter has the shortest days, less time for Earth to get warm rays. But when you have a winter day, it's summer half the world away. If summer blossoms open wide, it's winter on Earth's other side. So right now, where we are, it's winter. But that means on the other half of the world, they're getting more sunshine and they're having their summer, their warm weather. Seasons change 4 times a year. When each one ends, the next one is here. Enjoying changes one by one makes the seasons so much fun. All right, let's take a peek out their window. Can you tell me, I'm going to point, and you tell me which season he is enjoying looking at his window. Let's start right here. What season do you think that is in the bottom corner? The clue is there's leaves falling off the tree, which remember that meant they're not getting enough sun to make the proper amount of food. That's fall, that's autumn. How about the one right above it? What do you think? The sun is shining bright. The leaves are fully green and they have flowers on them. They have some pretty colors on them. That would probably be summer. This one, this could be kind of tricky because there aren't any leaves on the tree, but that's because they haven't grown in yet. This one was fall, where the leaves fall off. This one, they're just starting to grow. If you look closely, you can see they're starting to grow. That's spring. We get a lot of rain and we get more sunshine in the spring, and that's when trees and plants and all those things, flowers, all start to grow. Then this one that we can barely see down here, what do you think that season is? That's winter. That's the season that we're in right now, where it's cold and snowy. It's winter time. Let's do a little science experiment together. Have you ever gone out on a cold morning and maybe your car, your mom's or dad's or grown-up's car was parked outside overnight, and on the windows there's something called frost, and they have to stand there and use their ice scraper and scrape it all off? I want to try to make frost together in our homes, inside. What we need is a can. This is just a tin can that I had in my cabinet, and we need some ice cubes. We need some water, and our final ingredient for our science experiment is salt. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my can and I'm going to put ice cubes in it. Can you help me count them? I want to fill it to the top. Let's see how many it takes. This is going to be so cold. I should have worn my gloves. You ready? It makes a fun sound. You ready? 1, 2, 3. The sound is getting quieter now that there's some in there to muffle it up. 4. I might be able to fit another one. Maybe 2 more. Let's see. There's 4. There goes 5. My ice cubes are kind of big. Let's see if I have a littler one. This guy's kind of small. 6. I've got 6 ice cubes in my can. How many were you able to get into your can? I got 6 in mine. Now I'm going to pour some water in next, but I don't want to fill it to the top. I'm going to pour it in. I can see the inside. I'm going to pour it till it's about halfway to the top. So let's see. Let's pour the water in. And if I tilted it, I'm afraid it would spill, so I'm not going to show you guys. We're just going to go about maybe a little bit more, about halfway. Now, the most important ingredient, it's starting to feel very cold. I can feel the ice cubes through the tin can. If you're trying this with me, put your hand on it and see how it feels. Okay, the most important ingredient is, strangely enough, salt. I wonder why salt has to make frost, why we need that. And we'll come back and talk about that in a minute. I'm going to pour some salt inside of here. This is just regular old salt. I hope that's enough. I didn't measure it. We'll find out what happens. And I'm going to shake it around. Okay, now I'm going to hold on to this. I'm going to let it sit. It's going to take a couple of minutes. So while we wait for our frost to come on our can, let's do something with our board over here. Okay, I've got my board here. I'm going to put this right here so we can kind of observe it. Can you see it? Maybe I should put something underneath it. I don't really have anything to raise it up. So I'll hold it up every once in a while and we'll see if you guys can see if there's anything happening. All right, I have my board over here and I have, let's get this off of here, some numbers. Take a look at these numbers and see if you can tell me what they are. What's this number? That's number 0. That means I have nothing. Nothing. Then 1, a little snowman on there. 2, a little girl with a sled. 3, snowflake. 4, back to the snowman. This is the number 5, and he has a penguin. What's this next number? 6. Then we have 7. Tell me what this one is. 8. 9. One more. You ready? What's the last one? 10. Now, I don't have cards for our numbers for this particular month. What are they? They are 11 and 12. I don't have cards for those. What we're going to do is we're just going to randomly pick one number. I'm not going to look. I'm just going to pick one out. Let's see. I got the number... What did I get? Number 7. So I have some snowballs here. Do you think they're real snowballs? They are not. You know why they're not real snowballs? Because if I tried to put real snowballs inside my house, they would probably melt because it's too warm inside my house. So I have some pretend snowballs. I have cotton balls that I'm going to pretend are snowballs. I'm going to try to make a snowman that is 7 snowballs high because my number is 7. Will you help me count them? You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I'm going to run out of space. 7, Now what you can do today is you can print off these numbers from the internet. You can have your grown-up print them off. You can cut them out. And then if you have cotton balls, you can use those to be snowballs and make snowmen. Or if you don't have that, take a little piece of paper and crumple it up, and that can be your snowman. Then you have to take a few of them so you have enough for each number. Let's do one more together while we wait. Let me hold this up for you. Nothing's happening yet. Let's see. You know what? Now that I'm looking, I think I have too much water in mine. So let's put a couple more ice cubes in here. Ready? I think my frost experiment is not working because I have too much water in mine. It's important to not put too much in, and I did. So let's get a little bit more cold in there. See if I can shove that guy in. Kind of. And then I think I might add a little salt too. I think something's starting to happen now. Okay, I'm going to put him back over to the side. We'll keep our eyes on him. We'll be back. It's very cold, I'll tell you that. Very cold. Okay, let's do one more. Let's see what number we get this time. Okay, you tell me, what number is this one? It's the number 4. Can you show me 4 fingers? Let's see 4 fingers. Let's put you right here. Now, this is one of those numbers that you can show me with one hand or 2 hands. You can show me 4 fingers on one hand, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or you can do it with 2 fingers on one hand and 2 on the other. 2 and 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, makes 4. There's one more combination. You ready? You can do 3 fingers on one hand and 1 on the other. Let's see if that really did make 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's a few different ways to show me 4 with your fingers. Now let's make a snowman that is 4 snowballs tall. Where did my snowballs go? I don't think I'm going to have enough. I'm going to have to grab some more. Excuse me. Let me grab some more. I didn't have enough to keep going. Okay, a snowman that is 4 snowballs tall. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I can keep going with the other numbers, but that's all we're going to do together. But before we leave our snowman, I want you to tell me something. Which snowman has more snowballs in it? The 7 or the 4? Which one has more? The 7 does. Which one is taller? That would be number 7. He has more, so he's taller. So let's switch that around. Which one is shorter? That would be this one. He has 4. He's a little bit shorter. That one keeps going. All right, last question. Which snowman has less snowballs in it? The 7 or the 4? Which one has less? The 4 is less than 7. See how the 7 is higher and it keeps going? This is less than 7. So again, you guys can print these off the internet, have your grown-up do it, cut them out, get something to make a snowball with, and you can count them out and try to make a snowman tall. Now, I'm lucky because I had sticky paper. Maybe you don't have that, so you have to try to build your snowman one on top of the other and see how high you, oh, mine doesn't even want to go to 3. See how high you can make them stack before they fall down. Let me know how many snowballs you were able to stack before they fell down. All right, let's check our experiment again. Now, it is happening. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it. So this is something that you're going to want to try at home because I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. But what you can do is once it starts to frost, and it is, you can write in it. Can you see that? I'm making frost on this can. I'm going to write the letter H. I just said hi to you. I wrote hi. I'm going to leave it sit here for a few minutes, and we'll see if we can get some more frost in it. But you can make frost in your house without having to go outside into the cold, cold weather. That's a fun experiment to try at home today. What the salt did was it kind of melted the ice down. Salt takes ice and it melts it down a little. So as it warmed up, it made the can colder and we got the frost. So try that today. It's kind of cool. A couple activities that you can do right there. But we're not done. I have some more for you to do. Has anybody ever gone ice skating before? Have you? You know what? I've tried it, and you know what happened? I fell down. I am not very good at ice skating. Maybe this winter I'll practice again and see if I can get a little bit better. But did you know that you can ice skate inside your own house? You don't even need ice skates on your feet. Let's take a look at this picture. Take a look at that. Ice skates have blades on the bottom. Well, you don't want that on your floor, do you? No, those wouldn't be safe. So instead of using ice skates like that, you can use ice skates that look like this. I have paper plates. You can put them on the floor, put one foot on top of each one, and try to glide along. See if you can move them. Now, if you pick up your foot to walk, you'll leave the paper plate behind. So you have to leave your feet on the floor and you have to slide. That's how you can ice skate in your house. If you don't have paper plates, you know what else works? I happen to have some just regular paper. This is paper that I made a mistake on, and instead of recycling it, I thought, I'm going to use it for something. So I'm going to use it right now to show you guys what you can do for ice skates. See, there's words on this paper, but I don't need it. So you can put 2 pieces of paper on the floor, put your feet on them, and slide those along. Now the fun thing with paper, when you're done, you can have a snowball fight. You can pretend that that's a snowball and have a snowball fight. Or you can clean it up that way too. Crumple it up and throw it into your recycling. One other thing you can do, I'm gonna go back to the paper plates. You can use them as ice skates, or you can use them as skis. Take a look at this picture. Skis are like long sticks that you put under your feet, and then you use poles to pull yourself along. So what you can do at home is you can take your 2 ice skates, put your feet on them, and then I have 2 different poles here. I had a tube that was left from wrapping paper from Christmas time. When I finished the wrapping paper, this was what was inside. And I also have a pool noodle that I can use. So I can use those, I can stand on my paper plates, and I can use those to pull myself along, and I can pretend that I am skiing in my house. Now, what I want to know from you guys is, did it work on carpeting? Did you have to go on hard floor? Did you try it? Was it easier to ice skate? Was it easier to ski? How high did you get your snowman to stack? And were you able to make frost? I'm going to leave this. I'm going to let this keep going. But yeah, I'm getting some good frost on there where I can write. Happy winter, everybody. Thanks for joining me again. When you come back next time, we're going to talk about a really fun winter story, and we're going to work a little bit with Play-Doh. I will see you next time. Have a great afternoon, everybody. Bye.